Bitcoin keeps being bullish. Big news, crypto crew. We are definitely over those EMA. Really important point. But however, we have $8 billion worth of Bitcoin and Ethereum options expiring today. This is no freaking ordinary Friday. Volatility is about to explode. As we pointed out on X, liquidity is stacked on both sides. Bitcoin's next move's not going to be gentle, and we're going to be covering all that today. So get ready, stay sharp, stay ready. We're ready to dive in. And remember, always, okay, if you're new to the channel, please give us a like. Make sure you hit subscribe. Don't forget to follow us on X, where we talk about Bitcoin and crypto all day, every day. Let's get on. We got some massive news. We're going to start the news off with Ondo, man. This is like crazy. Okay, we've been actually talking about this little guy for a long time, but now first up, we got huge news. Ondo Finance just yesterday, April 24th, Ondo's CEO Nathan Allman and the legal team from Davis Polk, just in case you want to get into minutia of things, met with the SEC's crypto task force to discuss bringing tokenized U.S. securities to the market. This isn't just bullish. This is how institutions enter the game. They don't do it subtly. They just, okay, both feet in. We're going to smash the rules right now. They're talking compliance framework for tokenizing publicly traded assets like stocks, ETFs, and bonds. Ondo even proposed a regulatory sandbox to test these products under SEC oversight. Why does that matter? Regulatory clarity is the golden ticket for Wall Street to pour billions into tokenized assets. Ondo, already a leader in real world asset tokenization with nearly a billion in tokenized treasuries. The market's feeling it too. Ondo price jumped about 7.5% yesterday, breaking past $1 and hitting a massive 3 billion market cap for the first time since March. This is going to be the start of a massive run as institutions get ready to jump in my opinion. So keep your eyes on this. Now, I want to show you the price here, folks. It's not 93,000. Okay, we're talking about $1.02. So for you guys and gals, instead of going out this weekend and blowing $800 on drinks at the bar, maybe you should go, well, maybe I'm going to stay home this weekend and do something better with my money. You know, and explain it to your friends what you're doing. But first, buy the buy the token first, okay? Now, let's get into Bitcoin. Bitcoin keeps being bullish. Like I said earlier, we're definitely beyond those EMA ribbons. But I want to stress a point here. Like we said before, these EMA ribbons, they act as a magnet. They could pull us back down to them. And we're going to be discussing that further. But 8 billion in options on Bitcoin and Ethereum expire today. These expires can be a trigger price, wild trigger price as traders close positions. Bitcoin's been consolidating between 91,000 and 95,000. Okay. But really, we got a bullish flag pattern occurring, and where retail traders are heavily shorting Bitcoin right now. I'm going to show you the crypto funding rates. Okay. These things are just extremely low, which means that the marketplace generally, you know, the bigger look, there's only so many whales in the market, but the majority of the retail traders, they're basically really short this thing. And we could see a short squeeze if prices break higher. And that price, I believe, is over 95,000. That's where the volatility comes in. So let's break down Bitcoin's next move. If we look at global M2, okay, M2 hit 108 trillion. March 2025, up 3.5 trillion from January. More liquidity is bullish for Bitcoin, but there's a catch. Like we said, it takes about 8 to 10 weeks before it to fully enter into the market before it affects Bitcoin's price. But really, you know, we're in the reversal area. We're breaking free from that. Okay, so right now, as it stands, we're looking, you know, late May, early June for this really to really pump into the market. But for long-term holders, this is your signal to stay patient because the macro setup is priming for a big move. Let's get technical. Bitcoin's key resistance and support. Let's get on over that. Like I said, we got a bull flag pattern forming right here. It's a sharp surge, then to tight consolidation, signaling a likely breakout higher. Okay, like we said earlier, we're above the EMA ribbons, which is really important. Short term now, short term. Let's go short term because I want to bring the EMA in here too. Okay, so what we want to do is, like, as we can see, like we got around 87,000, 86,000, and even as low as 85s too. Now here it is. All right. Since Bitcoin's above the EMA ribbon, we're confirming that we've cleared a decent range, but short-term resistance at 95,000 and 98,000 is holding right now. Okay, now this is an old point of that was at one time support, 95,000. Now it's turning into resistance. So, we could see, if we get a break above the resistance at 95,000, unfortunately, we got more resistance at 98, 99,000 right here, short term. This is where the next level of resistance is. So first level, right around, say, 95, 96,000, right there, okay? Next level, 98,000. Now, once we clear that, this thing is on a path to like 102, 500. That's the next level of resistance upward. However, okay, what we have to watch out for is if we get a dip below the 90,000 support. Now, yesterday we talked about coming down to 91,000. Man, we were spot on. We said that we could retest 91,000, even potentially 88,000. Go back and watch the video if you haven't seen it. But we did say that, and that was a nice buy. I mean, if you would have bought 91s, right now it's like $2,500 in the money for the short-term trader. Not a bad profit target, right? So we got to watch, because if we get a dip below 90, the next support really is down. Like we said, these EMA ribbons, 87, 86,000 right there. We could see a dip potentially even down to, say, 84,700 as the worst case liquidity sweep. But really, with retail shorts piling up, I'm betting on a break higher. Okay, so like we said, the funding rates, market is extremely short. All right, so we just got to get through that resistance. That's the setup for a short liquidation if we break 95.5, especially with the options expiring, adding fuel to the fire. So for day traders, volatility is your playground. Bitcoin's resistance 95.5. 98, a break above is 102. A pullback could test the 90,000 support. Or in the worst case scenario, we're saying down in this area of like 87,000. So with options expiring, we expect a 1 to 2% move. So watch volume for spikes for the big players, and set types. If you're a short-term trader, set your stops really tight. Now, before we wrap it up, crew, I want to make sure that you are aware of our trading community. So right here, you click on this link, you get taken right to this site right here. It's totally free to join this site. We're dropping insane alpha and trading opportunities daily, from breakout setups to long-term gems. We got you covered. We want you to follow our trades. Now, hey, you want a solid broker? Check out our broker right here. Okay, this is our preferred broker. We got low fees, fast execution, and perfect for our strategies. Join, crew. Level up your trading, and let's stack those profits and stories together. So that's it for today, crew. We got a lot of massive news going on. We got, Ondo SEC talks could bring tokenized securities to the U.S. Bitcoin's eyeing that breakout, and 8 billion of options expiring, shaking things up. Are you bullish or are you bearish? Drop your comments below, please. Look forward to seeing you again. And remember, always, always, always trade with your head, not over it. Do your own research. These are just my opinions. And remember, always, as a short-term trader, enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.